Hello yogis, and welcome to the YOGATX YouTube channel. My name is Jill Enticknap, and I am super happy to be here with you today on this beautiful day to practice some yoga. In today's practice, we are going to focus on some yoga movements that help us to manage back pain. Now, I really want to express that if you experience pain as we're going through this practice, pause, modify, stop. The principle in yoga of no pain, no pain. So there are other practices that say no pain, no gain. Well, in yoga, it's no pain, no pain. So if you experience pain as you're doing this practice, I highly, highly recommend that you stop doing that movement, stop doing that posture, and take note, because it can be a trigger of the pain, and that can be a great indicator of what to avoid if you're in the process of healing back pain. This practice today is going to bring in mobility into the back, strength into the back, and awareness into the back. So if you're looking for those things, you are in the right place. Let's go ahead and start in our easy seat and first connect to our breath. Let's first bring in our breath awareness. So I invite you to close down your eyes, get nice and tall from the sit bones through the crown of the head, and flip your palms palm facing down onto your knees or thighs. Allow yourself to just first ground down into the space. And let's start with a little scan of the spine. So let's bring our awareness down into that tailbone, that sacrum, the very base of the spine. And just allow your awareness to go there. And I encourage you to sink your awareness there and lengthen from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head, imagining that you're creating length and space through the entire spine. And then shift your awareness up from that tailbone more into the lumbar spine or the low back. Just take a moment to acknowledge and notice what you feel in that part of the back, that part of the body. And then start to shift your awareness up through the main part of the spine, the thoracic spine. So there's 12 vertebrae, and it's the largest, longest part of our spine, and that's the whole mid-back. Just notice what you feel through that whole mid-back. And then shift your awareness up into the neck, to the cervical spine. That is the smallest part of our vertebrae, and it's made up of only 7 vertebrae, and they're the smallest of the entire 24 that run through our spine. So as we bring in this awareness of the spine and we start to notice what we feel in these different areas, we bring in the awareness of our breath. So just start to feel that inhale, expand, and release within your whole torso. And I invite you to imagine that your breath is massaging your spine. So I really encourage you here to send your breath deep into your belly and then draw the belly button to the spine as you guide the air out of the body. Taking a deep, full belly breath in through the nose, into the belly, fill the lungs, fully expand, pause. Open mouth, exhale, draw the belly button to the spine, feeling the air leave the body. One more full body breath, taking that air in, breathe into the belly, feel the breath massage the spine, draw the belly button to the spine as you exhale, letting all of that air out of the body. So, so good. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Let's slightly tuck the chin toward the chest and engage our Ujjayi breath, inhales and exhales through the nose. Now let's continue to take deep breaths here, but feel into that restriction in the back of the throat. This restriction helps us to regulate and control the breath as we move breath to movement. And we can think of breath to movement and moving breath to movement as swimming with the current rather than against it. That's how I like to think of moving breath to movement. So let's keep and maintain that ujjayi breath, that restriction in the back of the throat, and stay mindful and aware of our breath as we move through the rest of our practice. Tuck your chin to your chest, draw the shoulders back, and lengthen the crown forward. Feel the length through the neck as you draw the crown forward and tuck the chin down. Slowly, gently rock right ear, right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. Really mindfully and intentionally shifting the chin through center and the ear to the shoulder and the ear to the shoulder. Taking a moment to notice what you feel as you mindfully and intentionally bring this movement into the neck. Bring your neck through center and let's inhale, lift the nose to the ceiling, and exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the nose to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. One more. Inhale, lift the nose to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Parallel the chin through the floor, to the floor. Gaze over your right shoulder and walk your left fingertips away. As we walk those fingertips away, let's inhale, lift the gaze to the ceiling. And then exhale, draw the gaze down to the floor. Bring the chin through center, left hand, left knee. Gaze to the left, walk the right fingertips away. Let's inhale, lift the gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the gaze to the floor. Chin comes back through center, right hand, right knee. Inhale, lift your shoulders to your ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. And again, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. One more, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Let's change direction. Roll the shoulders forward, down, and back. Add in your breath. Inhale, forward, exhale, roll them back. Inhale, forward, exhale, roll them back. One more, inhale, forward, exhale, roll them back. Let's let those shoulders fall away from the ears. And inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, plant your hands down and come into your tabletop position. As you come into that tabletop, draw the toes together, knees wide, sink your hips back to your heels and reach your fingers forward, child's pose. Let's take a couple deep breaths here in our child's pose as we imagine that we're creating space and length through the spine. As you sink the hips back, lengthen the crown forward and maybe walk the fingers a little bit more forward. I invite you to anchor into your palms and sink your hips back and just notice what you feel through the spine, through the underarms. Press yourself back up and let's set up our nice stable tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and let the tops of your feet rest into the mat. Inhale, cow pose, arch your spine, lift your gaze, shine your chest forward. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, head hangs heavy. Let the chin tuck to the chest and really press the vertebrae up. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and press. Take 3 more as you link your breath to your movement, being really intentional with this movement through the spine. Notice what you feel in the different areas of the spine, linking your breath to your movement. Let's come to neutral and inhale your right hand high. Reach that right hand for the back of the head, point the elbow up. Let's inhale as we lift the elbow up and exhale as we tuck the elbow to the inside edge of the opposite arm. Inhale, lift that elbow up. Exhale, tuck the elbow into the inside edge. Inhale, elbow up. One more. Exhale, tuck that elbow in. Let's inhale that elbow up. Reach your right hand high. Wiggle out through your fingers and place that right hand back down. Switch it out. Left hand comes high. Reach for the back of the head, elbow point straight up, and then tap the elbow to the inside edge of the opposite elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and tap. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and tap. Let's inhale, lift that arm straight up, reach, wiggle your fingers, and place that hand back down. And as we come into our tabletop, let's walk our hands a handprint forward, sink the hips down, lift the toes, lift the gaze. Press back, child's pose. Add the breath. Inhale, spinal wave forward, lift the toes, lift the gaze. Exhale, press back, child's pose. 2 more, inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. Find that neutral tabletop position, and let's bring our torso over to the right, forward, left, and then swing the hips back and around. Add in the breath, inhale forward, really create some circles with those hips. We don't always think about the hips when we think about what we're experiencing through our spine, but quite often what we experience through our spine is a result of tight hips. Change direction. So we want to make sure that we're giving the hips attention and the spine attention in this practice. Come through neutral, flip your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. As you come into your down dog, let's check in with our foundation. Feet are hip width distance, hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. Start to bend into one knee, bend into the other, and really press the chest toward the thighs. Feel that through the hips and the backs of the legs. I want you to know that it's okay if your heels are high off the floor. What you're looking for is the feeling, the sensation of length, and then you're wanting to trust that this pose is creating exactly that in your body. What we're going to do from here is take the feet toward the edges of the mat, bring the heels on, toes off, and we're going to start to walk the hands all the way back to the feet as we bend into the knees and come into our yogi squat. Sink the hips down, lengthen the crown up, and then let's bring a shift from side to side, from right to left. From right to left. Let's take our right hand, reach it out to the right, left hand reaches back, feeling into that twist. And let's switch it out. Take the left hand, reach it out, right hand reaches back, feel into that twist. Come back through center, lift the hips back up, heel toe the feet toward one another, hip width distance, let the head hang heavy. Imagine that that head is as heavy as a bowling ball as it lowers toward the floor. Again, keep as much of a bend in the knees as feels right for you in your body. Let's walk the hands forward, 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 coming into a high plank. Zip the legs up tight together. I really want you to engage through your glutes here. A strong spine, a strong core helps to reduce back pain. Slow and controlled, lower all the way down to your stomach. Let the stomach come down onto the floor. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Maybe the kneecaps lift off. Tuck your elbows into your side body. Inhale as you lift your chest, gaze is out on the floor in front of you. Lengthen your crown slightly forward. And then let the chin tap onto the floor. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Let your forehead rest down. Let your hands come down by your side. We're going to flip the palms facing in toward one another, and inhale, lift the feet, lift the gaze, everything comes up. And exhale, lower down, right ear down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, gaze is out in front of you, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower, left ear down. 1 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back up into your high plank. Press the hips up and back. Come into that downward facing dog. Find your down dog here. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Let's inhale the right leg high. Step it through, coming into a lunge. Come down onto your back knee, and let's inhale as we reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Let's come back through center, inhale. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale through center, let those hands come back down, ground down into your palms. Send your right foot up and back into a three-legged dog, and release that foot down. Switch it out, left leg lifts, step it through, come into that low lunge, down onto the back knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back for a twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back for a twist. Inhale through center. Exhale your hands down, plant the hands down, send the left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Release that foot down. Take a moment, deep breath in. Press the chest toward the thighs, maybe sink the heels a little bit closer to the floor. Look forward, step forward. We're going to lower, 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 all the way down. Send the legs long, come into staff pose or a seated position. Let's inhale, arms come up, and exhale, full forward. Now we're going to inhale to a halfway lift and exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your torso through center. Reach forward. Use your core as you slowly lower all the way down to your back. Right leg comes up around your rib cage into your armpit. Take your left hand onto your left hip, right hand to your right knee, and let's do some circles out wide with that right leg. And then draw the knee in, take a deep breath in. Bring that left hand to the right knee as you guide the knee across, stack your hips, cactus out your arms, and gaze out over your right shoulder. Take some deep breaths here. Once again, reconnect to that Ujjayi breath and imagine that the breath is massaging the spine. Bring that right knee back through center. Take a moment, squeeze it in. Let's extend the right leg long. Reach for the back of the right leg and just take a moment to roll out that right ankle. Release the back of the right leg, slow and controlled, lower it down. Left leg comes in to the rib cage, give it a squeeze. Take your left hand onto your left knee, right hand, right hip, and do some circles out to the left. Bring that knee in, guide the knee across, stack your hips, cactus out your left arm, and gaze out over your left shoulder. Deep breaths here. Imagining that the breath is massaging the spine. The breath is doing the internal work as we are doing the external work. Let's bring that knee back through center. Grab the back of that leg. Take a moment, roll out your ankles, point and flex your feet. Release that leg, slow and controlled, lower it down. Letting that foot connect to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, clasp your thumbs together and take a full body stretch. Exhale, let the hands sink into the floor. Let's do one more full body stretch, imagining that you're creating space and length between the vertebrae. Exhale, let your hands come down by your side as we let ourselves take a moment in this final resting pose. Once again, come back to your breath awareness. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. As we release into our final resting pose, I encourage you to come to the affirmation, I believe in my body's ability to heal. I believe in my body's ability to heal. Allow yourself to repeat that in your mind's eye as we're here in stillness, letting that be the energy that expands throughout your body. Let's repeat that one more time. I believe in my body's ability to heal. Draw your knees into your chest, gently rock from right to left. Feel that massage into the low back. Grab the backs of the legs as you rock yourself up, coming into a seated position. Ground down into your sit bones, get nice and tall through the crown of your head, and let's press our palms at heart center. Taking a moment to bow and acknowledge our practice. I believe wholeheartedly that the key to healing is our belief in the body's ability to heal. If we don't believe that we are capable of healing, we will never heal. The first step to healing anything within ourselves is the belief that it's possible. If you enjoyed this practice, if it helped you to feel good with your spine, with anything that you feel throughout your back or your body, know that you can always come back to this class, save it, favorite it, like it, share it, and be sure to subscribe to the YOGATX channel. Again, my name is Jill Enticknap, and if you want to learn more about me, you can head to my website at www.yogiinstitute.com. I put out videos every Wednesday here on YOGATX, and so I encourage you to subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. I appreciate you deeply. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. And until then, may your light be your guide.